It was the chilly night of February 26, 2021, in Middletown, Ohio, when the tragedy began.
Gosney is accused of trying to abandon her 3 children in a Preble County park. Detectives say James grabbed the door handle of her minivan, fell and hit his head. Gosney returned and picked up James' body.
In the small home where Brittany Gosney lived with her boyfriend James Hamilton and her 3 children, tension had been brewing. Around 3 a.m. on February 27th, Brittany woke the children, 6-year-old James Hutchinson and his 2 siblings, and told them they were going for a drive. They arrived at Rush Run Wildlife Area in Preble County before dawn. The place was dark, isolated, the ground frozen under the kids' feet. Brittany forced them out of the car, planning to leave them there. Little James, terrified, tried climbing back inside. Brittany hit the gas. He was dragged, struck by the car, and left on the cold ground. Hours passed before she returned home. Instead of calling for help, she told Hamilton what happened. Together, later that night, they put James's body in the car, drove to the Ohio River in Indiana, and dumped it from a bridge into the freezing water. Police received the missing child report on February 28th, almost a full day later, when Brittany finally claimed James had vanished. Investigators quickly noticed inconsistencies, so she was brought in for interrogation, and today we will focus on the psychological aspects of this interrogation. Welcome back to my channel. I don't have many followers, but your single comment is a ray of hope for me.
Is that A&Y?
It is, yeah. What's your last name?
Gosney, G-O-S, anyone.
What's your date of birth?
2592.
And your social? Hi, so, tell me what's going on. What happened? I'm Detective Nugent, okay? They called me and my partner now for anything to do with children, missing children, children that have been abused, whatever. That's what me and one other guy do here, okay? So, this is real important, this part, is you have to be 100% honest with me with everything, okay? Because we don't have this, we're missing a 6-year-old little boy, and we're trying to figure out where he's at. I got to make sure he's safe, okay? So, you know, your cooperation goes a long, long way. But you have to be honest with me with everything, no matter what the circumstances are, okay? So, you can remove your mask if you would. You don't care. Do you care to take off your mask? Okay.
As long as you don't have COVID.
I don't. Do you? No. Then we're good. Okay. So, what happened? What time did you guys go to bed last night?
The kids go to bed at 9.
Okay.
And we normally go to bed at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I knew, I told him, Melanie was 9 o'clock. I go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
So they all went upstairs to their room. And I went upstairs a little bit later to see if they were asleep.
Sure.
And they were only asleep. So then that's when I came down, waited a couple minutes just to see if they might have come downstairs or something. And then I went to bed.
Okay. What time did you get up this morning?
He was dead.
You went up at 8. Did he wake you up any time before that to say that James was missing?
Not that I remember. And he tried to wake me up several times.
But you don't
I had
remember?
medicine, so
What kind of medicine do you
I
take?
took anxiety meds.
Okay. I do too. So, what's it called? What do you take?
Hydroxyzine,
Mhm.
3 times a day, and then I think this blue pill, I don't know what the blue pill is called.
Okay. This is where I need you to be honest with me. It is what it is. Okay. Do you use any other type of narcotics, drugs, illegal drugs, or anything? You smoke weed? Okay. You don't use heroin. You don't use.
No, I've had been everything.
Man,
The way
hey.
that stuff.
The detective starts by presenting himself as experienced, calm, and understanding. He says things like, "I've done a lot of these," and reassures her that honesty is key. Psychological basis. Social exchange theory. People feel a sense of obligation when someone appears empathetic or trustworthy. The detective gives emotional safety, so the suspect feels sharing information might bring relief. Cognitive dissonance. Once she commits to, I'll tell the truth, lying creates internal tension. She now has to mentally juggle her earlier promise with her falsehoods. This stress often shows up in body language or story contradictions. Why it's important. Rapport makes suspects talk. The more they talk, the more details emerge to be cross-checked. Lies love silence. Talking breaks them down.
All right, so I've been a policeman for 27 years. I've been assigned to detectives about 10 years. I've interviewed a lot of people, hundreds of people in my career.
I was just talking on the news the other night for like last month. That I'm trying to look for this little boy.
Well, I'll find him. Okay. I'm really good at my job, so I'm going to find your boy. Okay. And my partner's really good at his job, so that's what we do. We won't leave here until we find this boy. I need you to be, if you think of anything you need to talk to me about, I need you to make sure you tell me. Okay. If you're protecting yourself because maybe something went awry and the boy's hurt, then I need to know that kind of stuff. If you're protecting James, your boyfriend, from something he may have done accidentally, then I need to know that. I'm going to ask you to take a polygraph exam. Do you know what that is? It's a lie detector test. Okay? And there's something going on here. Something's not right here. I've done this, like I said, I've interviewed hundreds of people in my career. And, people get scared, they get themselves backed into a corner, and they don't know what to do. And my job is to help them through that, because sometimes it is what it is. Something happened, and your parents freak out, and don't know what to do. Okay, so my job is I'm going to talk to James here in a few minutes, and I'm sure he's going to tell me a little bit different story. Okay, because that's what I get. That's what I find when people aren't telling me the whole truth about everything. You can help yourself out tremendously if you know anything about anything that happened. Because if I prove otherwise, that you didn't tell me the whole truth, then that doesn't look good for you. Okay, that's not going to be good. If you're forthcoming with me now, I can deal with whatever happened. I can deal with whatever. We can go through that together. Okay? But I need you to be honest with me about everything, because I'm going to find what happened. I'm good at my job, and I'm going to find what happened to this little boy. So if anything else, before I walk out of here, this is your opportunity to be 100% straight with me. I suspect James, or like I met at the wheel last night, and I spanked him, he took off out the door, or if anything's weird, it's fine to tell me. You're not going to tell me anything that's going to surprise me. Okay?
I mean,
did you hurt your baby? Do you know?
I love my kids. I would never.
Okay. Do you know who hurt your baby? Do you know your baby's whereabouts right now? Okay. Do you suspect James is doing anything to your baby?
No.
Okay. You're 100% sure on that one?
Yeah, he probably not doing right now.
He plants the idea that maybe something happened unintentionally, an accident, a mistake. Psychological basis. Casson and McNall's interrogation model. Minimization makes suspects feel the moral weight is lower, so confessing seems less catastrophic. Neutralization theory. People justify bad acts if they feel they're not fully to blame. Offering accident as a way out taps into this self-preservation instinct. Why it's important. If a suspect thinks admitting the truth will bring total ruin, they'll hold out longer. Minimization keeps confession psychologically cheaper.
Just hang tight. You want something to drink?
I need to use. I've been able to use Spanish.
You can do that. I'll let you do that. You want to drink water, Coke, Mountain Dew, anything to drink. Because I'm thirsty. That's why I'm asking.
And I'm more worried about trying to find my baby.
Okay. All right, then hang tight for a few more minutes, okay? I got a polygraph guy coming in, okay? And he's going to answer you the same questions pretty much that I asked you. If you know the whereabouts of your baby, or if you know what happened to James, okay? Before you go through that process, again, I'm going to ask one more time. Is there anything you need to tell me before I walk out of this room?
suggesting a lie detector works two ways. It looks scientific, and it's framed as an opportunity for her to prove honesty. Psychological basis. Illusion of transparency. People overestimate how well others can detect their emotions. Polygraphs exploit this fear, making liars feel exposed even if the test is optional. Fear arousal versus relief theory. Raising the stakes, fear, then offering a test, relief, creates a push-pull dynamic. Suspects lean toward the safe option of coming clean before the test happens. Why it's important. The polygraph mentioned isn't about truth, it's about pressure. Suspects often confess before taking it, fearing exposure.
Because I feel like there is. I feel like there's something you're holding back from me.
Well, like, I can't remember exactly what time he woke me up.
Well, I'm not worried about that. I understand that.
Or what time he was up, or what.
Well, I'm only confused that the baby's been missing since 4:30ish, we'll say. Okay? And we don't get the call till after 10 a.m. That's peculiar. You understand why? Do you see that?
Because it's a lot of hours.
It's a lot of hours. You're missing a 6-year-old first grader, and the police aren't called. So obviously that draws suspicion. Okay? You know,
You're down and then what time it is.
and then it's probably 11-ish right now. I don't know what time exactly it is. It's probably 11:30, 12 o'clock by now. Okay?
Okay, by the time it was 9 something.
Okay. Well, and then, you know, the police aren't called. The police aren't paid. And you have the cell phone with you?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Well, if there's call right now, so.
It's okay. What time of cell phone is that?
I mean, it's stupid. I don't know what kind of it is.
Can you smoke it?
Yeah.
What's the passcode on?
712, I think.
712.
He does all that, so he may have let me check that.
Let's check that.
Trying to figure out my work it.
Yeah, my partner knew better than me. He does this stuff for a living. See? 71287?
Been double check with him to make sure I'm not sure.
I can't stress to you enough that I'm very concerned, not only for your boy, okay? And I'm very concerned that there's something you're not telling me.
The detective hammers on why she delayed contacting police after her child vanished. Psychological basis. Cognitive load theory. Lying already strains memory. Forcing precise timelines increases this load, making inconsistencies slip out. Reality monitoring. True memories have sensory details. Lies have logical over-explanations. Timelines reveal this difference fast. This tactic isolates behavior that looks unnatural. Normal parents call immediately. Anything else screams cover up and tightens the corner.
And you think you told him he'd get in trouble last night? You remember?
Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, he got in trouble for something. I don't know what it was.
You don't remember what it was? Okay. What was the party last night?
No.
Corner?
I don't really like putting my hands on my kids.
That's okay. That's fine. Some people don't. I didn't have to throw them.
And I didn't like
You know, thank
me
you.
being my kid.
Of course. But, the kid said something about, you guys, where'd you have for dinner last night?
They had pizza rolls and chips.
The kids did? Okay. They're telling me that James had gotten in trouble for something and that he wasn't given pizza rolls, but he was given bread instead because that was his punishment. You agree with that?
We give them like lunch meat sandwiches at lunchtime.
And then all three of them, you're saying, got pizzeria last night? Why would the kids tell me that? It's my experience that the most truth you can get out of anybody is from a child. And both of the, I got a 6 and a 7 and an 8, 9-year-old or 8-year-old or 9-year-old instead. Just telling me that he got in trouble, so he wasn't allowed to have. He had to miss dinner and given bread and something to drink instead. Why would they tell me that?
I don't know. They had bread. They had bread for lunch.
Okay.
But they kind of got lunch in there.
Okay. Was he punished by not getting an A type of food at some point yesterday? Maybe not dinner, but maybe lunch. Maybe that's what they're getting confused. But they had lunch meat sandwiches, you're saying that they had bad lunch.
I would never make them go without any meal.
I know that.
I'd rather go without them.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out what they're talking about. What the kids are talking about.
I have no idea.
Okay. There's James, your boyfriend, that's what I'm talking about now. Has he ever hit you?
Yeah.
Put hands on you?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him put hands on the kids?
Yeah.
What was the needle that we found down at the, there was a needle found at the side door where it supposedly was unlocked or locked or something like that. But you know anything about that? So do you use needles for any of your medication?
Yeah, there's the people next door do drugs.
Okay. So maybe it was everything.
He circles back to living conditions, kids' meals, prior punishments, neighbors, timelines, dreams, all at once. Psychological basis, cognitive load, and working memory limits. Truth tellers recall naturally. Liars mentally construct stories. More questions equals more strain equals more slip-ups. Information manipulation theory. Lies usually omit or distort information. Complex questioning exposes these holes fast. Why it's important. Confident liars thrive on simple stories. Overload forces them into mental multitasking, where cracks show.
I know Jaden does my thing to them.
What?
Taking their toy away.
Oh, little James.
Yes, not that.
I got you.
How about I just say my story?
That'll work. All right. Okay. Patron's talking to James, and he's totally, he's coming around. So, you reading all right? Can you read?
I can read somewhere like it's like big for you. I can't understand.
Okay. I'm going to read this to you, but you don't understand. I'll explain it. Does that sound good? It says, warning, I am a police officer. I want you to have the right to remain silent. They say Ken will be used against you in a court of law. He has the right to consult with a lawyer before and during any questioning, and lawyer present, lawyer being questioned, that if you cannot afford a lawyer, won't be appointed to you free before you question, and you can stop talking to me or any other police officer at any time during questioning. Do you understand that? Meaning that I'm not forcing you to talk to me. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with your baby. Okay? Flip that card over. Do you understand that? Okay.
Your eyes have never been
No, that's all right. I need you to print your name right here, saying you understand that.
Initially cooperative, the tone shifts when he reads her rights. This signals rising stakes. Psychological basis. Behavioral confirmation effect. People often act according to the roles given to them. Reading rights shifts her role from helpful witness to prime suspect. Fear appeal theory. The more real the consequences feel, the greater the anxiety, and anxious suspects talk to relieve it. Why it's important. This marks the psychological trapdoor closing. She now knows police aren't fishing. They're building a case.
The front,
Yeah.
are the kids okay?
Yeah, they're out there eating junk food, I'm sorry. So we have here.
Hey, it's something, huh?
Today is February 28th.
Celebrate February, just
This
that evening.
2/28 of 21. And the time is 1:11 p.m.
PM?
Yes. Thank you. All right, so James is telling a little different story. All right, so this is what I need to know. In the middle of the night last night, okay, you went upstairs and you took James up out of his room, and you went downstairs where your boyfriend was at. Tell me, and I'm not going to go into everything James has told me, okay, because I'm still looking for you to be honest with me, okay? Tell me about that. Tell me what happened after you picked him up out of the room and went downstairs.
Okay, I don't remember picking him up, taking him downstairs.
You don't remember anything about picking him up, taking him downstairs in the middle of the night? James is pushing this off on you. Okay, I'm going to be real upfront with you. Okay, so you need to be very smart, and honesty goes a long, long way with me. And if there's any criminal charges in the future, honesty goes a long way. Okay, I'm getting a story that is totally different than what you've told me, and I don't know why James is telling me that, but that's what he's telling me. Okay, that's part of what he's telling me. Okay, he's wanting more detail than that. Okay, but I'm not going to share that with you. I need to know what happened last night with your boy, your 6-year-old. And this morning, early this morning, in the middle of the night, whatever.
I know he said that he had a nightmare.
The 6-year-old?
Yeah, but I didn't carry him downstairs or anything.
Okay, who carried him down the steps?
He walked down.
He walked down the steps in the middle of the night? About what time was that?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't pay attention time.
No, it was in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I was more worried about who was wrong with him.
What would that be?
Like,
Why he was downstairs?
why was he downstairs? Why was he awake? What was bothering him? Did he feel sick? Or if he had to use the bathroom?
Okay, so he downstairs, and what does he say to you?
He had a nightmare.
After she commits to a story, he reveals the boyfriend told a conflicting version. Psychological basis. Strategic use of evidence. SUE. Technique. Research shows withholding contradictory facts until after a suspect commits to lies maximizes stress and forces them into damage control. Cognitive dissonance again. Now she must choose, double down on a lie, or shift closer to the truth to resolve the tension. Why it's important. Timing is everything. If you reveal contradictions too early, suspects adapt their story. Wait until they're locked in, and the panic spike often leads to cracks.
Why didn't you tell me all this prior to before you were talking? Why didn't you tell me all this story before? Because I just asked you if you remember going upstairs originally when I came in, because that's what I'm being told. And you didn't remember any of that. Now all of a sudden you're remembering detail about him being
I have a
upstairs.
bad problem with memory. I can't tell you. I can't remember day to day.
Okay. You're still not on in your line. Attention. So, are you Did you grow up in church or anything in faith?
I mean, I remember when I was a little kid that my grandma used to take me to church all the time.
Well, I suspect something accidentally happened, okay, because you are all over the place with your stories, okay? For whatever reason, you're scared and you're not telling me the whole truth, okay? And I understand you being scared. I know you don't know me, okay, but I'm the most honest policeman person that you're ever going to talk to, okay? I'm telling you, it's in your best interest to tell me the entire truth, okay? Or you're going to be in a world of hurt. I'm telling you, no matter what happened, no matter what happened, by telling me the truth goes a long way. It's going to go a long, long way in these process. Okay. I know that something either accidental or something happened to James, or you wouldn't be all over the place like this. I've done this a long time. Okay, this is all I've done for 27 years. Okay, is talk to people. You have to tell me what's going on and what happened. Okay, at this point, because James, your boyfriend, is telling a different story than what you're telling. Okay, you're deflecting, you are minimizing stuff, meaning that, you're not telling me the whole truth. Well, he's breaking down. Okay, he's telling me the whole truth. Okay, so you can sit here and keep lying to me? I can't make you tell me the truth.
When the detective suggests maybe something happened by accident, he gives her a way to confess without feeling like she's admitting to murder. Why it's important. Confessing to a horrible crime feels impossible, but confessing to a tragic accident seems survivable. This framing keeps her talking rather than shutting down.
You have to take a deep breath and tell me what happened and what's going on here. Because something happened, okay? There's nothing you're going to tell me that I have not heard a million times over my career, okay? But I need to know the truth. Because, believe it or not, I know it's an old cliche, the truth is what helps people. Truth is what sets people free, okay? You don't want to live with what's going on here, okay? You want to tell me the truth. Most people finally tell me, okay, this is what's going on, okay? That's your choice, huh? Okay, but you know what happened. You know what happened. Only you know, and James knows, but only you're going to be able to get out in front of this the best you can, okay? I have to see some remorse, okay?
It's pretty boring.
Well, I have to see that, okay, I've not been telling you the whole truth. I'm sorry. Remorse means I'm sorry. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying? This is what happened, and this is the truth. Okay? A 6-year-old just doesn't get up and walk out the door. Okay? There's more to the story than what you're telling me. Okay, I talked to James. My partner's talked to James extensively. And James is coming off of this slowly. I would suggest for you, just tell me the truth now. He may have told you more now. I don't know. I've been in here with you. Okay? But James he took a deep breath, and I suggest that to you. That you take your pot, take a deep breath, and just tell me what's going on here. Okay? Stuff happens in life. There's no perfect parent. There's no perfect person. I got very pissed off at my kids many, many times over my lifetime. And been aggravated with me to the point where, I could literally choke them out.
I could aggravate with them a lot, but I wouldn't.
Okay, tell me what's going on with the baby. Hey, tell me the truth this time. The entire truth.
Sorry, my anxiety.
I understand it. I understand it. Okay? And maybe something did happen that you didn't mean for it to happen. But I need to know that. Okay? That's what I'm trying to get out of you. Okay? I talk to parents every day. They do stuff that I understand. Okay? In a moment of fury. I've been furious with my children before.
How many kids do you have?
I have 3.
Same with me.
Okay? And now mine are adults, 2 married, 1 engaged. But they're adults now. But there was many times that I lost my temper with him severely. Okay?
Points out how her timeline doesn't match the boyfriend's story or basic logic, like why she waited hours to call police. Underlying psychology. Cognitive load theory, Sweller, 1988. Lying takes mental effort because you have to invent details. More questions equals more strain equals more slip-ups. Why it's important. This slowly traps her in her own contradictions. The longer someone talks, the harder it is to keep lies consistent.
Ain't nobody in this building that's going to have regrets and stuff that they made mistakes. There's nobody perfect here. But I need you to tell me what's going on with your boy and tell me what happened truthfully. Okay? So, you just took a drink of your pot? Tell me what's going on.
Sorry, my friend, I'm getting like
Okay, you're
really
good.
anxiety.
Okay. Take a deep breath and tell me what happened.
Okay. Okay, the kids wasn't listening. Well, you know, kids don't listen. You've probably been there a lot. Well, the kids wasn't listening. I'm trying my best. I don't like yelling and screaming at them. But I still like to hear yelling and screaming at them. They don't want to listen.
Okay.
They're more scared of you yelling and screaming at them than wanting to listen to what you're trying to tell them.
Right.
But anyway, we took the kid. I'm sure you did too. But we take kids as like the toys, take them away, put them up until they start coming back to being behaved. They also have a lot of times lying about, I didn't pee myself and stuff like that. But the one that's South Haven boy, the son, he like peeing on himself and trying to, I'm sorry, Mom, but yes, I did. Like 20 minutes later, I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me that? But anyway, they wasn't listening. And he thought that James thought I wasn't making him listen.
Right.
Because he's normally at work nonstop. But, you know, that he thinks they hate him. They don't really listen to him well. And sometimes they don't even listen to me, but they're kids.
Sure.
But
We can get into all this stuff. Okay? Tell me what happened.
James told me to get rid of the kids.
Okay?
And so, I took them for a drive to make them think I'm going to get rid of them. But I'm not going to get rid of my kids for anybody else. And he told me to get rid of them because they were not listening. He was tired of putting up with it. And I kept telling him, I'm not going to get rid of the kids. I just take them, give you a break. And for me and them, for a while, they can for a drive, whatever. But I'm not getting rid of them. They're my kids. I will not do that.
He hints maybe this was an accident or something got out of control, suggesting she might still be a good person who made a mistake. Underlying theory. Foot in the door technique. People agree to bigger admissions after first making smaller, less threatening ones. Why it matters. Confessing to a crime feels impossible. Confessing to a tragic accident feels easier. This lowers the psychological barrier to admitting guilt.
But I'm not getting rid of them. They're my kids. I will not do that.
Okay?
And I said, if I wanted to do that, I would have given up a long time ago. But he kept telling me, either get these kids under control or, I don't know, get rid of them or do something with them. So I tried asking family members to...
So what happened last night? Let's fast forward to that.
We went for a drive. I don't know what road that was.
Okay.
And we were just driving around. And then, well, the kids were going to the bathroom. I had pulled over to the, a little bit.
In the middle of town?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little store or something. The bathroom. I pulled over to the bathroom and let them all use the bathroom. While it was raining and stuff, I left the door unlocked in the van. And then told them, we'll all go in here. Not all of us at once, but each one of us go in here When it's time, use the bathroom. So we went in the bathroom. Well, I couldn't go there. But when I went to go in the bathroom, I told him to go ahead and just get in the van. Well, James had slipped and fell. And the shoes was wet, slippery, and he had hit his head.
While we are closer to the truth, Gosney's story about James slipping and hitting his head is just a little too convenient. If that was what happened, why not just call 911 while you're still in the location, or take him to the ER to have his head checked?
And
Did it kill him? Is that what you're telling me? Did it fall hurting?
well, I asked him if he was okay, he wasn't answering. So I noticed he was breathing kind of heavy. And I thought maybe that's not normal. I've never seen him breathe like that before. Well, he was breathing, I don't know how long he was breathing for, but he had fell and busted his head on the side of the van and trying to get in there. And he was breathing heavy for a couple minutes, and then I tried to use CPR.
So he stopped breathing. And where's his body at? He's doing good. Okay? Just tell me where his body's at, because I got to go find him. For you. Okay? Whole clue here now. Okay? Where's his body at? Would you take it back home with you?
No, I left it.
And you left it? So he's all in the car with you. James, you,
Yes, we always
Then the three children.
as a family.
so all five of you.
Yeah.
All right. And what part was this, or where was this at in the middle town? Because it would make sense to to me, did you put him in a dumpster? Did you let him lay right there? Was he buried? I mean, that's what I need to know.
I didn't do nothing with it. I just let them lay in the parking lot, because the play parking lot there. I believe like water over here or something. And there was one little stall, and I let them just lay on the ground.
Okay, did James do anything with him? Your boyfriend? I mean, it doesn't make sense just to lay him right there on the ground. So
Well, I let them lay in there on the ground, because
Yeah.
I was going to come and lay in with it, but
Right.
I was scared, so I didn't know what to do.
He lets her give a full story first. Then, he slowly introduces contradictions. Why it matters. If he revealed evidence too early, she could adjust her lies. By waiting, he traps her with her own words before confronting her.
So, James told me that Bonnie was going to talk to Brittany. Okay. I think you guys went together to do that this morning. Okay. Is it the Ohio River? Is that what we're talking about, or where?
It's between Indiana and Kentucky.
Between Indiana and
I
Kentucky?
don't really know my way out.
Okay. Was the body wrapped in anything? Or did you just have clothes on him, or what?
He had clothes on.
Okay. Do you know what he was wearing?
It's red jacket. It's like a camo red jacket. Black and white shoes.
Red? Some type red?
Yeah, it's just like a plain camo red jacket.
Okay.
The brown school pants.
Oh, yeah, T and K.
Yes. A pair of those, and it was a black and white shirt. I don't remember what was. It was a long sleeve. I don't remember what it was. I can't remember exactly what was on that here. I just know that's what he had.
Sure. Yeah, the quiet again. Did you have his quiet?
No, that he had this way.
So whenever he wanted the water, he had his quiet.
He wear him everything. He's blind.
And you made sure he had him on. Now, James goes a little bit more detail. Okay, so I'm going to get into some of that with you now. Okay? And you're starting to come around with honesty. And I mean, that's what's going to help you. Okay? Can't help us find him. So one of the differences here is James said he wasn't with you up at the park when all this happened. Is that true or not?
I don't know if it was really the park. It was an empty parking lot.
The empty parking lot? Near any water, near a lake?
There's water here. I don't know what it was.
See any boat docks, any boats in the water?
Not I recall.
Okay.
And then there's like one almost
If I pulled it up on the map, would you be able to look at it? Or was there a,
I'm trying to remember the park. It's something run.
Rush Run?
Yeah.
Was it Rush Run?
Yeah.
And you were near the water?
Yeah. It said it was Rush Run Park, but I can't water, so it had been a lake or I don't know what it was.
Now, James goes into a little bit more detail what happened to him. What happened to your son? Okay. First off, was James with you when all this happened? You were with him. You was
The 3 kids.
3 kids and you.
Yeah, we told me
To do what?
to get rid of kids.
To get rid of the kids. Okay. So the trick now is he didn't just slip. Been bang his head.
After gathering enough contradictions, he switches tone and confronting her with hard facts. Underlying theory. Fear appeal theory. Janus and Feshbach. 1953 raising threat levels motivates people to take action. Here, telling the truth to relieve pressure. Why it matters. The shift signals the game is over. She's no longer a witness, but a suspect. This raises stress, pushing her closer to confession.
Okay. Because you've done really good up till now. I need to know precisely how he died, how he passed away. So I know that this is a hard part for you. Okay. And I know that you're a mom and, I know you have feelings for James, but you're a mom and you love your children. Okay. And I'm sure it was one of the hardest things I know it was the hardest thing you've ever had you've done to one of your children.
I've never looked after my kids.
I know. And you went down a wrong path here, and you know that. Okay? Specifically, though.
He was not with me.
Okay.
It was me and the 3 kids. He needed a break, or I needed to do something with the kids.
Okay. You were tired here again, or what?
I was tired with the kids.
Okay.
I just got up, grabbed my kid, because that's what I think of first is to grab my kid and go.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me I can drive the van or whatever.
So he told you to take the van.
Yeah, he told me whatever I wanted to drive, I could take it.
Right.
Because I didn't mind license. So I took the van and went to the lake park, whatever it is.
Had you ever been there before? What made you go there? Because it's kind of out of your way.
Here's a friend. Well, he used to, he no longer does, like, whatever, got an argument. And he had a friend named Dean and Ashley that lived somewhere out there.
Mhm.
I know exactly where. Because every time we went down there, that's where he drove. I don't know nothing. I'm a really driver.
You were kind of familiar with that area from being at their house.
Yeah, kind of not. I remember him stopping one to let one of the kids use the bathroom before you caught him.
Yeah.
And so that's why I stopped, because they were like, I never see you guys eat. That's the only place I knew around here that I knew for a fact had a gas station. Because there was no gas station. I couldn't remember no gas station nearby, and I didn't want to pee all over it.
Sure.
So I stopped at the porta potty, let them, each kid use the bathroom. So James went to go get the van. Well, James didn't want to get out of it.
Right.
I'm talking about the kid.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get out of it. And he was forced to be like, you gotta get ready to fucking kid. And I was like, dude, why should I have to get around my kid? My kid should just go.
Sure. So he wouldn't get out of the van.
And I told him, because he had to use the bathroom too, told him I wasn't going to leave him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was thinking about leaving him, so I kind of like pulled off a little bit. And James fell kind of down. I mean, he got back, went to go get back up. And then She dropped.
Did you hit him with the van then?
No, I didn't hit him with no van.
Okay.
I didn't run him over. I didn't do none of that.
Okay. So he hits the van.
He had the van doors slide open.
Mhm.
So he had a handle of the van.
So the door is open.
No, they slide back.
Right.
It's a minivan.
Right.
And they slide back. He had the handle of the van, the back door van, on the driver's side. And when I went to go kind of pull off, he didn't have the handle in his hand. It was kind of just like standing there. Not close to the van, but kind of standing there, holding the van door, trying to get back in.
Mhm.
Well, that door is messed up.
Right.
And I don't want to unlock it, it's don't want to lock. So, I went to go pull off, and James, as I was saying, he fell, tried to get back up, and he fell, hit his head on the ground.
And you were in the parking lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna explain it more. If you go in the driveway, I know there's how to get there,
If we took you up that way, could you show us where?
he was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a little, not a big blob of blood, but there's like this much blood,
Mhm.
or maybe it might be even more, where his head has hit the concrete.
Mhm.
And, I was rolling over,
Mhm.
kind of trying to help him back,
Mhm.
see if I can get him to come back.
Mhm.
Well,
Did you know he's dead pretty soon?
at first, he was still breathing. Like I said, he took things to breathe.
Where was he bleeding?
Right here on the, right on the
Right.
head, like he went to fall down.
Did he breathe out of his ears or in his mouth?
Um,
And if you don't remember,
he didn't have his mouth open. I know he had his eyes kind of like, you know how you kind of like sleep with your eyes open,
Yeah.
like a tiny bit?
Right.
That's how he had his eyes. So he was like responding, but I guess couldn't make a call.
Sure.
But he was breathing heavy. I don't know how many, I couldn't tell you how many breathing fast he was. But when I was with him, he was breathing still. And I was doing my CPR that I learned how to do and trying to bring him back. And I couldn't. So I did it for like 5 minutes, and I knew after a minute, everyone was getting him back.
So what did you do then?
I drove him.
You picked him up, put him in the van?
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep on, drove.
Right.
I can't be that.
Sure.
I don't want to just throw in there.
Right.
What happened? He mentions the kids, their suffering, and parental responsibility, trying to spark guilt and empathy. Why it matters. People often confess when emotions override self-preservation. Guilt creates a need to relieve inner tension by admitting the truth.
Keeps moving on me. There we go. So, here's the room. This is the main entrance. That's the main entrance, and it's front. Okay? So, that's the main entrance.
Yeah, when you come out the driveway, I remember turning this way.
You turn left.
Yeah. And then I only went, there's like this little cutoff kind of like pieces by the road. Well, I went there and just turned back around and I went back. And
You just there to pull off the top.
no, I just,
Okay.
but I
So when
was
you
just
come
like,
back, he's on the ground.
yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm not even like this. He can just get my head week, whatever.
What vision is that?
Friday.
What time?
Can we say 2, 3 o'clock?
In the
In the morning.
afternoon? Was it
In the morning.
at night?
In the morning.
Like, in dark?
Well, it was dark out Friday.
Yeah.
But it was,
2 to 3 a.m. So was it Thursday night into Friday morning, 3 a.m., or was it Friday night into Saturday morning, 3 a.m.?
Friday night into Saturday.
Okay, so it was actually Saturday morning at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
and it was dark.
yeah. I couldn't see nothing. It was raining.
And
Crazy.
how big was the blind spot?
I'm gonna say about the. I have this spot in my turf and it's on the ground.
So make circle with your fingers. Just like this.
The
Show me up like this.
like that.
A little bit smaller about.
I'm gonna say about a basketball.
A basketball.
It could be a little bit smaller. I didn't really.
What the blood look like? Was it thick and chunky? Or was it
I didn't
just...
really, to be honest, I really didn't pay attention to it. I was there worried about it.
Sure. So when you got back home with James, you come back with the kids. How do you bring James? You carry James in the house, or did James go out and get him?
I carried him in.
Okay.
Um,
Where the clothes that you were wearing when you carried him in?
sitting on top of my dress.
Are they dirty?
Yeah.
They got blood on them? What were you wearing?
Gray Aeropostale sweatpants. And a pink shirt, maybe like a zip sweatpants. Maybe a little bit
A
white.
hoodie, hoodie with a sweatshirt.
No, it was just a t-shirt, and then I had my pink and whatever, that's his coat.
The jacket?
Yeah.
Were you wearing new shoes?
I believe so, yeah. So I got like 4 or 5 pairs of shoes.
Right, I got you. So you carry the boy back inside. Had you already contacted James and told him what happened? Okay, by text or by call?
It was a text.
You sent him a text?
Yes, and then he called me, told me to bring him back because he couldn't get James to listen. And James had bruises on him for him hitting him. He's never hit me.
Right.
Ever. But, okay,
What were the bruises at?
say, I want to say all over it. Trying
From James hitting your son? Okay.
to punish him, basically.
Did he hit the other two children?
Sometimes.
Looks like she's running up some black color.
Well, he never hit her in the eye, but.
You were in the face.
Actually, yes, but he kind of like punched them, like they lie. Kind of either punching them or smacking them.
When was the last time he punched you? Because it looks like she's got black color.
I'm gonna say like a couple days ago. Okay.
What'd she do to trouble?
Lying. I just try to tell him lying on his head. That's their kid, that's what they do. Sure. You'll eventually catch them in the truth later on down the line.
You'll eventually catch them in the truth later on down the line. Gosney doesn't seem to be aware of the irony of her statement, given the current situation.
Okay. So you bring the kid back, you carry the kid in, and then what happens? Where do you put the kid? Where do you put Kate?
I just laid him on the limb and when you walk in the door, that room right there on the floor.
The front, when you walk in the front living room?
Yes, the front room.
So the living room?
Where the couch is, yeah.
You lay him?
I laid him on the floor,
Okay.
bare floor, and he took him upstairs
James took him upstairs.
and put him in the bedroom.
What time was it?
I want to say like a couple minutes once I got back and carried him in. He took him upstairs and put him in the bedroom.
Like in a closet where?
It was on the floor Yeah, there's a window here and a window here, and put it right there on the floor.
Okay, so as I go up the steps, there's two bedrooms.
The straight.
You go straight, the straight bedroom.
Okay.
Hey, so we're out on the floor. We're out in there.
Right there on that. Not this front window, but the side window.
Okay. Okay. We'll give you a 2-minute break, and then we'll be right back. Do you need me? Do you need me? Right, sure, you need me.
I wish I had anxiety meds.
When are they called?
Like 15, but they were 3 times a day.
Gary. All right. Well, not doing more if you need something. All right.
He circles back over and over about the parking lot, the timeline, the boyfriend's role, until her story starts unraveling. Underlying theory. Limited cognitive capacity model. Kahneman, 1973. Our brain has limited processing power. Lying drains it faster than telling the truth. Why it matters? Truth tellers stay consistent because they rely on memory. Liars rely on fabrication, which collapses under too much questioning. Sentence. Brittany Gosney, the Middletown, Ohio mother who pleaded guilty to the murder of her 6-year-old son James Hutchinson and 2 counts of felony child endangerment, received a life sentence on September 13, 2021. Under the terms of her plea agreement, she must serve a minimum of 21 years before becoming eligible for parole and is also required to register as a violent offender should she ever be released.